So today we discussed the fairness of taxes, or if you like to think of another word, the unfairness of taxes. And as I said, there are many different views across the country as far as what is a fair tax. And usually the people who want a particular tax want it because they think it's fairer than another, because it's going to benefit them, obviously, more. So if we got anything out of yesterday's lesson, we learned that, of course, we have the three categories of taxes, which are proportional taxes, regressive taxes, and progressive taxes. And we should know that the income tax, of course, is the tax which is progressive, meaning that it is proportionally higher as you make more money. And the other taxes, for example, a sales tax, that's considered regressive. And there are a few other taxes we discussed. That would be the excise tax. The excise tax, of course, is the tax that's embedded in the price of a product. You won't see it say excise tax, but it's there. And that's usually on tobacco, alcohol, gasoline, I believe firearms, and I think if you go on trips, like your airfare would have an excise tax. And that, again, is embedded. And in essence, it's kind of a regressive tax because it obviously hurts people who are making less money because they're paying the same percentage, which you think is proportional. But a proportional tax, in a way, still hurts people not making as much money. There are a couple other taxes that you have to be aware of for the test, the exam, which would be our midterm exam. That would be the property tax, which means you have a tax on your property, and that usually goes for local taxes for schools and such. And we have inheritance taxes. If you inherit large sums of money, you certainly could pay a tax on that. We also have gift taxes. If you give a gift and it's very large, you may have to pay a tax as the gift giver. I don't know what that amount is specifically right now. It used to be around $11,000 or more you would have to pay a tax. And I believe there's one other tax on the test, and that is the estate tax. So if somebody leaves you a home when they pass away, you may have to pay a tax on the value of that home. Depends on, again, the value of it, if it's a second home or whatever. But the main thing is that it's a tax that you may have to face. Now, each state's different in terms of inheritance taxes. That's why a lot of people will move down to Florida, because they may pay fewer tax dollars on inheritance. And you could certainly spend weeks studying the different types of taxes and how they are different in each state. So that's pretty much it for the fairness issue of taxes. The vocabulary is there on the midterm, but I think more importantly you have to remember the principle behind the tax and the categorization of the tax. We'll also be learning two other things today. One is the principles of taxation. You have what's called the benefit principle, okay, and then also the ability to pay principle, which I'll discuss after this video. Okay, that's it.